And hi, folks. Welcome to Baseball Tonight with Ray Knight. I'm Karl Ravech. Amazing, folks, how both the Western divisions in the National League and the American League mirror each other, neither with a clear-cut favorite. All in action tonight. Texas leading the AL West by 2.5. Starting pitching has been better than the last four. All wins, hosting Minnesota. John Burkett's got to go tonight because Mike Morgan is hospitalized with a swollen shin. He got some help. Chad Allen goes 1-6-3 double play-in. Bottom one, Pudge Rodriguez. Great at bat against Eric Milton, right?
Having a great year. We're going to take you right through it. 12 pitches, 7 foul balls. Fastball down, fastball away on the outside pitch. Slider down and in. Fights it off. Then a changeup down. He fouls that off. High fastball on top of that. Then on his hands, he fights that off. Where do you go here? Away. He fouls it off. And finally, after 12 pitches, 3-2 count.
3-2 again.
He walks it.
What does that mean? I mean, you're on his stuff when you're fastballs off?
He's just great at bat, seeing the ball extremely well.
All right, still bottom one gone with 2 on. He does that as good as anybody. Tom Goodwin scores RBI number 45, and the Rangers grab a 1-0 lead. They had since added another one. In the top of the fifth, the Twins are threatening big time. They have bases loaded. One gone, 63-16. The home runs aren't there, but the RBIs are starting to pile up. The A's, 6 games above 500 at home, 4 games under on the road. Top of the second, no score. Harold Baines against Gil Heredia, pitching on 6 days rest. Sharp liner here. Get up, Miguel Tejada with a nice jumping catch. Bottom of the second, Ben Grieve, Jason Johnson with 1 on. Good to see Ben Grieve get a ball through the hole. Almedo Sign scores. A's are up 1-0, and perhaps the miserable slump that guy's been in all season is coming to an end. A.J. Hinch, 3 batters later. Look out. To center field it goes. Grieve and Eric Chavez score. Hinch goes to second. The A's are up 3-0. Johnson's second start of the year. He gave up 5 runs in his first. Look at that. It is 5-0 A's over the O's in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Johns now in the 4th. Gil Heredia again after 6 days rest, right?
A's working their 11th straight home win.
Only the 3rd time since the start of the 98 season. The M's are over 500. Top of the first, Jeff Fassero. He's the leader in home runs allowed with 17, facing Canseco, who's got 18, Ray.
Yeah, pitch right up where Jose's been hammering, and he pops up just a little late on that fastball, showing you that Fassero can get it up there a little quicker than you expect. Again, same spot, right up there high, and a lot of people talk about Fassero not having the good stuff anymore, but he can crank that fastball up there, and with that quick motion, tough to see, can get in on hitters.
Loaded for David Segui. He goes the other way to left. Danny Clyburn, no, he ran the wrong way, so he's got to go back and get it. A-Rod scores, Junior scores, give David Segui a double, and the Mariners go up 5-1 at that point. Double Rays have chipped away. It's now 5-2. It's very early in the bottom of the 4th inning. Griffey, a 16-game hit streak. He's 0 for 1. Seattle has won 9 of their last 11. Also out west, the Oregon takes us to the Anaheim game. Royals and Angels. Maurice Vaughn with a man on move. He strikes out. Throw down not in time. Chris Fussell got him. And right now they're in the 2nd. Bagels are on the board. Sparks, he is going up against the Rook, who is 0-2. The Angels have lost 5 of their last 6 at home. So just which team right now is the strongest in baseball? Yankees, is it the Braves, the Indians? The Baseball Tonight meeting of the minds, including the one sitting next to me, says it's the Houston Astros, tops in team ERA, capable of hitting homers, but not relying on them. They've only got 44 this season. The Mariners, by comparison, have hit 97. Houston runs as well as any and as often as any. And in this age of juice baseballs and power numbers, Stros have given up fewer home runs than any other team in baseball. So they are number 1 in the power rankings. Bagpipes, Derek Bell taking the night off, though they would see some action. Tied at 1. Bagwell's replacement, Darrell Ward, he goes down on a 3-2 pitch. Francisco Cordova coming off a game in which he walked 6, looked real good in this one. He allowed 1 run on 4 hits in 6 innings. Bottom 6, they're loaded. Shane Reynolds, Jason Kendall, right back at you. Glove comes home. 1-2-3, double play.
With 2 outs.
Morris, rounder. And again, it's Reynolds stopping Warren cold. Reynolds 7 in the 3rd innings. He struck out 7. Jason Kendall to center. Ed Sprague was on. He's in. Brian Giles is coming home as well. They love Brian Giles. Offensively and defensively, he is in. Larry Durker can't believe he called him safe. Would you be upset, Ray?
Yeah, I would. Great play by Richard Hidalgo right here, making a great throw. There he looks like he's swipe tagging, but he's about 4 feet in front of the bag. Tough play for the umpire to call. Got to get position, calls him safe. Throw beat him.
C.B. Buckner with the call. Cordova, very impressive, 6 innings and an earned run. So the Pirates now, in a must-win sort of series against the front-running Astros, have taken the first 2. Oregon. Todd Walker steps to the plate now. And again, the bases were loaded in the 5th. Burkett is gone. And Todd Walker finds a little hole. That plate's not 1, but it plates 2. And Minnesota now on top of the Rangers, 3-2. Remember last night, the Rangers went back-to-back-to-back. They broke out of their offensive slump. Team capable of putting 10 on the board every night. Chad Allen is up. They have men on first and third, and there is nobody down. All right, L.A. and Atlanta. Bobby Coxey and Tom Glavine struggling with his location all season. It happened in the 5th in this game, Ref.
Well, he really, right here with Kevin Young, he's
3-1 now.
3-1 outside pitch. He seems to go outside. When he's wild away. 3-2 pitch after 1-2 with Sheffield. The same pitch. That fastball away forces a run across 1-0 Dodgers. Next batter, Mondesi again trying to make that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Fastball off the plate. Glavine all night long ends up holding up.
3 straight Glavine walks. Trouble at the plate, too. First and second, he squared the bunt, then he slapped one, and Grzelcyk was there covering third.
Unbelievable. Rotation play, the shortstop vacates. There's holes all over the place out there, and he just happens to hit it right where he's standing.
That's the way it's going for Glavine. This is the way it's going for Chipper Jones recently. Solo shot, his 13th of the season. Braves are down 2-1. Bottom 9, same score. Ozzie Guillen chops one hard. Jeff Shaw, the pitcher. And the game is over. L.A. wins by a final score of 2-1. Some good news, by the way, for the Braves. John Smoltz threw 75 to 80 pitches in a simulated game. Hopes to return to the starting rotation next Wednesday night. His biggest concern was his control. It didn't hurt, he said, and I just felt a little rusty around the strike zone. So, good win for the Dodgers. And here is a team, Ray, that if you look at, we talked about Houston being the best. Underachieving has to be L.A. at the top, right?
Well, there's no question about it. The most disappointing team in baseball, I think. You look at the Orioles, too. They're in that category. But Davey Johnson will make things happen. He's a very strong man mentally. As long as he has complete autonomy in that ball club, they'll get righted. I still like this ball club offensively. Their pitching staff is very, very solid. And anytime you can throw Brown out there in Chan-Ho Park and Dreifert, tonight Perez threw the ball extremely well. They're going to win a lot of ball games. Their defense is very tough. I mean, not very good. Beltre at third base, already 12 errors. Grzelcyk not moving very well. But I think they'll make some type of move. Hundley behind the plate is killing them defensively. Quiros, they always talk about trading him.
Right.
But I think they need a big number 4 or 5 hole hitter in that lineup, and somebody can stop the running game behind the plate. 5
innings, no runs for Carlos Perez. They've been missing that. When we come back, not Perez, but Martinez. Pedro nearly perfect against the Indians, but so was the guy he faced. Neither would be around at the end. And at Shea, a nightmare for Brian McRae, a dream come true for a 20-year-old from Korea. We'll explain right after this.
It's been your lifelong dream to own and drive a car like this. Sorry, pal. Yours isn't here. And might not be back soon, because you didn't ask your car dealer to install LoJack, the only stolen vehicle recovery system used by the police. Alarms might scare off joyriders, but not professionals. For total protection, get LoJack. If your new or used car's ever stolen, get it back with LoJack.
Eagle One A to Z wheel cleaner removes stubborn brake dust easily. And Eagle One wet tire shine applies a clear high gloss shine instantly. But why does NASCAR winner Mark Martin use premium Eagle One products exclusively?
And the winner, Mark Martin. When you're in the spotlight, you always want to look your best.
Eagle One A to Z wheel cleaner and Eagle One wet tire shine for the perfect finish. Eagle One, are you ready for the attention?
Great movie.
Great game.
Great movie.
Gossamer Bay.
Great idea.
Gossamer Bay. Something to agree on. At Uniroyal, in order to make a point about our nail guard tires, we added a few to our test track. Nail guard tires, designed to seal 90% of tread punctures, instantly and permanently. Only from Uniroyal.
Customer service Yeah? Uh-huh. No need to check. We always have that in stock. Come on down. We're open till 7.
Before you go here, go here. Whether you're checking stock or arranging delivery, at go.com, your time is yours.
So the Oregon felt a little ripped off last night, so he's cranking out tonight. Back to Anaheim. Larry Sutton at the plate. 3-1 pitch. Sparks, and look at Sparks' reaction. He thought that Sutton jumped him. Instead, Garrett Anderson takes one away. Bagels on the board in the bottom of the second. Sparks has got a no-hitter. Now through 2. We'll see if it continues. Meantime, it is now raining in Texas. 3-2 Minnesota on top. Still men on first and second, and that is your basic 5-43 double play. Matt Lawton ends it, so Minnesota grabs the lead, 3-2. Walker's 2 for 3 with a couple of runs batted in. We'll keep our eye there, but again, they have some umbrellas out. Game is still going on. Sean Estes, 38 walks, by far the most of any starting pitcher going on Saturday. Here, Vladimir Guerrero helps him. He was in an 0 for 18 slump. Singles to right, Manny Martinez is in. We're tied at 2. In the 6-5-2, it's kind of a wild situation.
Weird happenings here. Swing there, you see Armando Rios, the rookie, appearing to strike out on a caught foul tip for strike 3. Goes to the dugout. Now Charlie Williams calls the umpire, third base umpire, down. They discuss it, and then he sends him back up there. Third base umpire Greg Gibson
said the ball actually bounced in the dirt, was not caught right off the bat. So Rios comes out of the dugout and then laces a double off Mike Burton. Giants scored 2 in the 6th. The lead's 5-4. 5-4, Jose Vidro taking Rich Rodriguez for a ride. This scores Vlad Guerrero at 6-4 Expos. They win 7-4, and be careful, those 2 picks can be sharp. 7-4 Montreal, the final score. Sean Estes, 4 more walks. He is winless in 6 consecutive starts. He goes 3 innings. Dusty Baker still sitting on $4.99 after win number 500. 2 teams could end up battling for the wild card when all said and done. Diamondbacks-Mets, Alan Watson throwing, and ouch! Right off him, his foot. He would take a warm-up pitch, but leave the game. 2 earned runs. That was Greg Colbert who hit it. Top of the 6th, we're tied at 5. Rigo Beltran, Jay Bell, 2 on, liftoff. Jay Bell's 15th of the year. They scored 3 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th. It's 8-5. Bottom 9, 8-7. Buck Showalter can only make 1 call, Ray.
Yeah, that's because all of his bullpen is scorched. He goes to Yoon Kim, the 20-year-old South Korean, making his debut. A sidearm pitch there, another down and under sinker. Olerud flies out, and he almost touches the ground. That ball looks like it's rising.
17 pitches, 13 strikes. There was no Darren Holmes. Greg Olson was unavailable, and Buck said he was our only option, as Ray pointed out. So the Diamondbacks get the 20-year-old to come through, and he faced 3 of the toughest hitters on the Mets. One other bit of Met news, an MRI on the shoulder of Met starter Bobby Jones shows a strained rotator cuff. He could miss 2 weeks or longer. All right, now back to the American League. That same power ranking I talked about earlier had the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Indians all in the top 5 behind Houston. Boston, of course, led by Pedro Martinez, already with 1 Cy Young to his credit, the front runner for another. Opposed by Bartolo Colon, who many believe, including Pedro, will someday win one of his own. Meantime, in Toronto today, a pair of former Cy Young winners face each other, David Cohn and Pat Henkin. And one other note, Martinez started against all these guys, and he's 3-0 in those games. We'll start at the Sky Dome and see how our Cy's and perhaps future Cy Young winners did. 2-0 Yanks, Knobloch, Pat Henkin with 1 on. Chad Curtis was on the move, and as soon as he checked out that the ball wasn't going to be caught, he went into overdrive. Knobloch's only hitting 5 at bats. The Yanks are up 3-zip, and talk about Curtis's base running, right?
Well, when the ball's hit hard in the gap of the line drive and you're a hit and run, you keep on running, and then you just gauge the ball. And what Chad does here is slows up at second base to make sure the ball hits the ground. Then he scores easily. He could have gone back to first base and not have been doubled off. Great veteran move there.
He was in a no-lose situation. All right, that's all David Coe would need. Carlos Delgado at the plate. He K'd twice. And then Patrick Lennon did the same. And Mike Matheny, that's a 2K night for those guys. Cohn, 108 pitches, 9 ground ball outs, 5 fly balls, and 7 strikeouts. 4th straight win for the Yanks. Joe Torre says hopefully we're back on track. They expect to win now instead of just hoping. Pitching's been better. The Yanks have scored 30 runs over the last 4, and the Jays are now 0-5 against the Yankees this season. An update before we watch the Indians and the Red Sox. At Seattle, Herbert Perry at the plate. Ow! Right off Jeff Fassero, and it hit his hand, Ray, and that is the worst place that a pitcher can get hit.
Well, it sure is, because he's going to either get a lot of swelling there, sometimes a fracture, sometimes a bone bruise. Throwing that hand out there, though, don't they?
Well, the Mariners, absolutely. The Mariners are up 5-2 in the top of the 5th inning. He is taking some warm-up pitches, just stepped back off the mound, kind of bounced the baseball in frustration. Love to finish the 5th and perhaps get a win. He is desperate for one at 2-6, and it does appear as if he is going to stay in. Now back to Pedro, who is 3-0 lifetime against the Indians. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 already Cleveland. Travis Fryman, 3 pitches. Thanks for playing. He K'd 3 times in the game, Ray. In the 7th, Martinez was just dominating.
Just going to show you everything that he features here. Here's on 3 pitches, a slider,